Greeting lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to show you how I made this farmhouse style dining table for our party barn. To save some money, I didn't buy the 4x4x8. Instead, I glued two 2x4x8 together. And I used 3 clamps to tighten them up. Then I filled up the gap with some wood filler. My daughter is eager to learn everything about woodworking, and she's helping me mark locations for the wood dowels. I started drilling the holes for the wood dowels. After drilling holes on one side of each board, I started putting the wood dowels into the holes along with some wood glue. My 4-year-old daughter is so into woodworking. She also learned how to use a hammer to drive the wood dowels into the holes. To close up the gap between the two boards, we used longer clamps to tighten them up. Next, I started making the table apron, aka the frame that supports the tabletop. Because my tabletop is 40 inches wide by 96 inches long, and I want my table apron to be inset by 1.5 inches on both sides and 2.5 inches on both ends. After calculating the numbers, I know that my apron or the frame is 37 inches wide by 91 inches long. Next, I started working on the table leg. I started with P80 grit sandpaper and I finished it off with 220 grit sandpaper. I then cut the leg into 4 equal pieces. The whole length is 8 foot, which is 96 inches. Every time you cut, you have to consider the thickness of the blade. So at the end, I didn't end up with 4 equal pieces at 24 inches. Instead, it's a little bit shy of 24 inches. To secure the table legs onto the frame, instead of regular deck screws, I used GRK high quality hardened steel fasteners that are stronger and less likely to split the wood. To make the table mobile and easier to move around, I decided to add wheels on 4 legs. As you can see, my daughter is here again, helping me mark the locations for the screws so I can pre-drill the holes to prevent splitting. Then I used GRK screws to secure the wheels. Now let's flip over the frame. One last thing, I use my leveler to check and make sure everything is leveled. Because each single board is at different length, I needed to give the tabletop a final trim. More sanding. Finally, it's time to stand the table. I applied a coat of pre-primer and then 2 coats of the stand. I chose the color of espresso. To secure the tabletop onto the table apron, I drill holes that are bigger than the screws. And then I used a washer along with the screw to fasten the tabletop. That way, when temperature changes, the wood tabletop would expand or shrink, and it can move easily without splitting the wood tabletop. In between the final coats of polyurethane, I like to use 320 grit sandpaper to give it a light sanding to make sure that the tabletop is smooth and flawless. Then I used my vacuum to clean all the dust. Then I applied the last coat of polyurethane. There you go. A beautiful and sturdy farmhouse style wood table is done. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope it can help you with your next DIY project. We'll see you next time.